If animals could talk, which animal would be the rudest? 123 reasons why geese are the worst conversationalists on the planet. Geese. Absolutely geese. Imagine they're honking, but now it's pointed insults about your posture, your car, and the questionable life choices that led you to be standing near a flock of them. They'd hold grudges for generations, gossiping about your great-great-grandpappy, who once shooed their ancestor away from a particularly tasty patch of grass. And forget trying to win an argument, they'd just hiss and chase you while screeching about your incompetence. Cats would be the epitome of passive-aggressive backhanded compliments. Cats. They'd start every conversation with a condescending purr, followed by a detailed critique of your interior decorating skills, focusing primarily on the lack of cat-centric amenities. They'd pretend to be interested in your day, only to yawn dramatically mid-sentence, and then demand you refill their food bowl. Any attempt to assert dominance would be met with a slow, deliberate blink and a withering stare that could curdle milk. And God forbid you disagree with them, you'd be subjected to weeks of silent treatment punctuated by strategically placed hairballs on your pillow. Seagulls would be the obnoxious tourist of the animal kingdom. Seagulls. Picture this, a constant stream of demands for your food, punctuated by screeching laughter at your attempts to protect it. They'd interrupt your conversations to brag about their latest find, usually a discarded cigarette, or a half-eaten hot dog, and then proceed to poop on your head as a parting gift. They wouldn't understand personal space, constantly invading your bubble while demanding you explain every single item in your possession. Trying to have a meaningful conversation would be impossible, as they'd just mimic your words back in a mocking tone, while simultaneously trying to steal your sunglasses. Snakes may not be rudest, but their words will cut through the bone. Snakes, but not in a loud, obnoxious way. Their rudeness would be subtle, insidious. Each sentence would be carefully constructed to undermine your confidence, playing on your deepest insecurities. They'd speak in riddles and cryptic pronouncements, leaving you constantly second-guessing yourself. A simple hello would be delivered with a chillingly calm tone that suggests they know something you don't, something terrible. And if you ever dared to disagree, they'd just fix you with their cold, unblinking stare, a silent promise of future retribution delivered with a forked tongue. The king of the jungle is also the king of sarcasm. Lions. They'd be the kings of sarcasm, delivering cutting remarks with a bored expression and a dismissive flick of their mane. Picture a deep, rumbling voice dripping with condescension, constantly reminding you of their superior strength and status. They'd interrupt your stories with irrelevant anecdotes about their latest kill, and then act like you were boring them when you tried to continue. Any attempt to challenge their authority would be met with a lazy yawn and a muttered, "Are you quite finished?" And heaven forbid you accidentally step on their tail, you'd be subjected to a 5-minute lecture on proper etiquette, delivered with the gravitas of a Shakespearean actor. Mosquitoes, the tiny terrors who would never let you rest. Mosquitoes, no question. Their rudeness wouldn't be in their words but in their actions. Imagine a constant, high-pitched whine interrupting your every thought. They'd ignore your pleas for them to leave you alone, relentlessly pursuing you with their insatiable need to suck your blood. Any attempt to swat them away would be met with a brief retreat, followed by an immediate return. And just when you thought you'd finally escaped, they'd leave you with an itchy, inflamed reminder of their presence, a constant irritant that would plague you for days. Squirrels, the furry little hoarders and masterminds. Squirrels. They would be the ultimate gaslighters. "Oh, this nut. I didn't steal it from your bird feeder. You must be mistaken. I've been burying nuts here for years, long before you even moved in." They'd bury their trash in your flower pots and then act all innocent when you confronted them, as if you were the crazy one. They'd have elaborate conspiracies involving other squirrels, all designed to get you to leave your porch so they could raid your forgotten bag of chips. And the worst part? They'd convince you that you were actually helping them. The animal of intelligence is also the animal of judgment and criticism. Ravens. Imagine a creature of immense intelligence, perpetually unimpressed with your feeble attempts at conversation. They would speak in riddles and dark pronouncements, their words laced with irony and disdain. Every sentence would be a subtle jab at your shortcomings, a reminder of your mortality. They'd observe your every move with cold, calculating eyes, their silence more unsettling than any insult. And if you ever dared to ask them for advice, they'd simply stare back with an air of profound disappointment, leaving you to wallow in your own inadequacy.